Hello everyone, good morning and welcome back to my channel. I know this is a surprise video because we are on the bloom and budget for the month of May and we are still on week 1, which is planting the seeds. Every single month I have a theme and I base my month off that theme and I break it down into weekly segments, and it's just to share different topics and different ways to share with people how I use the different products and etc. So let's just jump right into it. So I'm not going to go back to the budget planner, but I want to explain to you that there are a couple different products that you should be using, which is the budget planner. You should have your cash envelopes, you should have your sinking funds, and today I'm going to share with you guys the holiday binder. And so when you put all of that together, not to mention when you add saving challenges, that's like everything that I basically do. Do you have to do the same thing? No, you can start slow and incorporate what works for you and what you're looking at doing. What I want to do is help people and get them to just change their mindset and want to be motivated to make small changes with their current system. Maybe something's not working for you as best, efficiently, effectively. Maybe there's something that you're missing, and I'm hoping that I can help you. So please subscribe to my channel and like the video, but also, most importantly, I'd love for you to comment below on some of the struggles that you currently have with your current situation, and this I can try to help you with creating additional videos, which I love. Let's go back. We are in week 1 of our theme, and it's all about planting the seeds for the life that you want. For me, it means no more last minute gift stress, no more swiping my card and hoping for the best, no more, paying off the balance in the following year. Do you guys know what I mean? So like when Christmas comes, you are spending an arm and a leg, and then you pay the following month to pay the following year to pay off that credit card. So that's why I created the holiday binder years ago. It was to plan ahead, stay organized, and actually enjoy the season. First of all, Christmas is a very stressful season, not to mention the rest of the holidays we have. So what happened was, I'll tell you my story. I was planning and I was writing everything out in my budget planner, and I was being really consistent, writing out my bills and staying on top of things, using the paycheck to paycheck tracker and etc. Then what I found was that holidays would often creep up and I'd be like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize this birthday was coming up, or oh my goodness, it's Mother's Day, great. And I didn't plan for the money. Like I didn't plan for these holidays, and of course I didn't have a choice because it's Mother's Day, so I would have to take money that I wasn't planning on spending. So that's why I created the holiday binder and I created the inserts. So when I first started, I created the inserts completely by hand. So all of the inserts were by 100% made by hand, except the envelopes. And so that was very, very time consuming. I actually did the holiday binder right in my backyard. And I have a video going back a couple years ago where I was doing it in the backyard, and I can actually share that with you guys. It's probably still on my Instagram, like way back. We're talking, 2 years maybe now. So then I found as I was learning more about business and growing, that's when I decided to make them professionally, and I never went back to the custom ways, because I feel like having them made professionally is, first of all, it's professional and you really want your stuff to last. Plus, I'm only one person, so when you have like 100 orders, it was very time consuming, to say the least. So now everything is 100% made. They're like really good. So vinyl, that's the word. So there's no vinyl. There's no vinyl on them. So these are the categories that I did. I tried to be really just basic. I didn't want to have too many envelopes because we really don't need that many. Like really think about the holidays that you spend, right? So that's what I was thinking about. What are the holidays that I typically spend money on? A little bit here and there, okay, on other people, right? So we have New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas, and birthdays. And I also do Grandparents' Day. Just, I think they should be respected. We should include them. After I made the first 12, I decided, because I love Christmas, it's my favorite holiday, I wanted to get a set of envelopes to break down the holiday. So, you know, we all buy gifts, we buy wrapping papers, we have to buy the dinner, and etc. and accessories. And so I created a set of 6 envelopes, which are Christmas dinner, gifts, wrapping, cards, you know, home decor, family outfits, Christmas festivities, giving, and donation, which is very important. I do believe in giving. You should be a giver, not a taker. So I did want to include that, even if it's a little bit, like, think about it, you should donate. Okay, so I add those. I have a yearly, okay, it's like a cardboard dashboard, and so you can have this to take a look. And then there's just these, this is the credit card holders that I have in the shop, but what I do is I like to use this as for gift cards. So when you're going to the grocery store and you're using your cash envelopes, any money that you have left over, and you don't have to do this right away, but definitely does help. Trust me when I tell you this. This has been a game changer for me. So just keep buying gift cards every time you go to the grocery store and add them to your holiday binder. When birthdays come around the corner or something that's unexpected, you have a few gift cards already saved up. And what you're doing is you're just basically trying to plan ahead. You're planning ahead to make your life easy, and that is really it. It makes it fun at the same time, but it's really just about all of this that we're doing is for sanity. It's so you are not stressed out, so you are not waiting until the last minute, so you are aware of your spending habits and what you're doing. Okay, so before, I used, like I said, I used to wait until November, you know, or even December to start saving for gifts and start getting everything, and it was just, it was impossible, and I would spend so much money all pre-made. A lot of people might want to add like 1 or 2 customized envelopes that they specifically like to save for, like maybe they have a specific holiday that's not here, and you can absolutely do that. You can customize a single envelope for anything. Okay, so like maybe there's not an envelope that I have. You can absolutely do that. So, and what I want to stress is that, you know, if you're saving money for like the holidays, $10 a week or even $5 a week is going to be so much better than waiting until the end of the year to create a list, to buy your cards, buy gifts, buy wrapping gifts. And waiting until the last minute is definitely going to be very stressful. So taking small baby steps, again, is planting the seed. And so I just love this topic so much. I just love it. I love the topic. Planting the seed. I just love it. It's perfect for budgeting. And like I said, we just want to change our mindset. We want to get better at what we're doing. And I believe it's important, obviously, to have, number one, to change your mindset. So when I started doing my own journey, I really need to change my mindset. I was all over the place. I wasn't confident with what I was doing, but now I feel 100% confident with my whole system. I feel in control. I don't have spending urges where I would just spend money aimlessly. And I wanted to create like really inspiring products for people so that way they could want to budget. And I think that's super important because I was the same person. You know, I was looking for stuff that would fit me. You know, the neutral colors. Everything that I do, it's my style, and I love it. And I'm glad to be able to share that with other people. Start this year. Check out the holiday binder that is in my shop. I have one that's plastic, but this one is the Luxe. We call this the Luxe binder. These are called the Sienna binder, and then we also have the Adelina binders. But you can get the binder in the plain plastic, or you can pick out the binder that you want, and you can get that. But the fact of the matter is, we always want to remember the why as to why we are doing things. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Like I said, I am trying to create short, small short videos for you to get a better view on some of the products that I have and maybe some of the questions that you have, and you can actually put those questions below, and I can even do more videos, just longer form content, because I feel like the shorter form content is not really enough for people. Sometimes when it comes to this, it's very important that people have a little bit more guidance. Okay, so this is the holiday binder. All of the items that I have that I'm showing you are in the shop. So if you're looking at maybe this, we have a set of 6 of these. This is a set of 6. They say holiday envelopes, cash envelopes, sinking funds, saving challenges. So these are dashboards. And then we also have like these. This is a set of 4, and they all are right there. Then you have this style. See this one? This one goes all the way down. So again, this is a set of 6, and they actually match this one. Okay, and then you have the so there's just a lot to choose from. Take a look around. Again, this one is the holiday binder. I absolutely love this one, so I'm going to stick this one there. Now this one is my cash envelopes. As you can see, I flipped over some of the cards. Now this is the cash binder that I use for my cash envelopes. I specifically use groceries, household, eating out, beauty, gas, and miscellaneous. Very important. Stick to one thing. Don't keep changing. Don't flip-flop. Just stay consistent, with what you're doing. But these are the categories that I started with. These are the categories that I continue. This is the categories that I teach with and help other people start their own cash envelope system. So you want to start the cash envelope system, and if you're not familiar with the cash envelope system, please check out my blog section, because in the blog section it shows you, there's a couple different PDFs that talk about what the cash envelope system is. It breaks it down to even how to start the cash envelope system. And you also have my story that's there. There's a lot of PDFs that you could literally download and print out and read through that was created by me. So please take some time and go through it. You can also go to my website. If you go to my website and you go to the Start Here page, which here, let me see if I can bring it up right now for you, and I will show you right now. If you are here and you are at the home screen, you can see it's kind of dark. It's super light out, so it's kind of hard to see. So let's just go to the Start Here page to the top left. Okay. All right. So this is where you would go if you are a brand new person and maybe you want to get a little bit more information and you're kind of like, I'm not really sure what she's talking about. I do need to update this beginner's bundle, because I now added the Saving Challenge book and a set of the pattern envelopes. But you can click here. So if you just continue to scroll down, it gives you a little bit of information, and it's probably good information for people that are brand new. Over here, number 1, you need a budget planner. 2 is your cash binder, and it gives you the information. 3 is your variable cash envelopes, what's inside of it. Okay, the envelopes right here. Sinking funds, that's another set, and this is the 1 month ahead. Okay, these are the 1 month ahead that I'm actually using in my binder right now. So those are the 4 topics. But again, if you were to go to the blog section over here, you can go here. You could also go to my link tree. There's a ton of stuff for you. Oh, the picture's not popping up. Okay, let me fix that, because that's not good. But anyways, right here, setting your financial goals with sinking funds. So if you click it, right, it's just giving you some information. Okay, and my picture's missing. That's okay. We can fix that later. Okay, how to set your financial goals with sinking funds. That's more information as well. And then here is my story over here. So if you were on my main page, if you were on my main page where it's the Start Here page, and you were to go all the way down, these are saving challenges, which are amazing. And then this is the new finance basics. So I call it the finance basics and my story. I know it's not like a lot. I try to give you as much information within reason, you know, because I mean, I can talk, I can, you know, I can. All right, so just click this, and then it's gonna bring you. So I have physical copies of this being made, and they're gonna be here next week. So that's great. So you see how pretty this is? And so you could actually print this out. Okay, this is only at 39%, so let me just raise it up a little bit. But yeah, if you go through it, you can just read about what my name is, what I do, how I got started. You know, budgeting doesn't have to be hard, and everything that I talk about in here is basically what I say on a daily basis, and I believe it's really important. I wouldn't be here today if I didn't have my own story, and that is really that's the end of it. It's really the most important part of everything. You know, I was very careless with money. I didn't have any money, and I never saved, and I was very, very irresponsible. So I tried to put all that information in here, but as you keep reading, fast forward, there's about 20 pages, right? Yep, there's 20 pages. So then after you see like the part where it says my story, if you keep going down, it says, what is a budget planner? And basically it's gonna give you some information. The next section, what is the cash envelope method? And it gives you the information. I literally broke down everything as best I could. What are sinking funds? What is an emergency fund? What are saving challenges? And what are the benefits to budgeting? And so anyways, I just want you guys to check this out. So you can actually download this, print it out, and again, I do have a physical copy. Anyone who orders the new bundles, once I get the physical copy, it's gonna be so pretty. It's gonna be glossy, and I just can't wait for you guys to see it. So I'm really, really excited. Everything I do by myself. I try my best to be creative, think outside the box, and really just any way that I can inspire people to make those changes. All right, so let me go ahead and put the phone back up. So I'm combining two videos. Let's try to make this fairly quickly. This is my cash binder, and what I do every week, I go to the bank and I go through my envelopes and I prep what I need. I look at what balances I have, what I need, what do I need to add to it, will I be adding to my sinking funds and my holiday binder, and I base it off of that. I had about 40 ones already in this envelope here, but I have $350 that I took out to work with. Now, this is my acrylic cash tray. This cash tray is also available in my website. This is not plastic. This is 100% acrylic. It's super even sharp on the edges. This is also available if maybe you're one that's doing YouTube videos. And again, I also offer items wholesale that are also in my shop as well. But that's something separate. Okay. So as for the cash binder, like I said, I keep my money in here, but I'm gonna just kind of go through just to show you. Now I literally probably have 50 ones here, and I accumulate them over time, and I use them for like my saving challenges, whatever I need them, but I tend to just have a lot of those, which I guess it's a good thing. Okay, where's my pen and my paper? Great. So what I do is I typically know how much, I have $25 left for groceries, and I usually spend at least $150 to $200 on groceries every week. It seems like we've been having a lot of, I have this cash planning notepad, so you can kind of like, this is also another way that you could break down your denominations. So we offer sticky notepads, the little sticky notepads where you can take that to the teller. This is almost the same. This is the same, but it's just bigger. So if you were to use this, you could break it down, and then you would say, okay, you need $200, and then you could list out the denominations of what you're looking for, and then you'd be able to give it to them. However, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use this just to figure out what I need to add. So we're just going to go ahead and flip this over. So I think because I have $25 left, I'm only going to add $150 to my groceries. Okay, so I have $25 plus I'm going to be adding $150. So that is going to be $175. Oh, what's wrong with this pen? You know what I mean? So the balance will be $175. Okay, I'm just going to kind of go through with you just to show you how I do it. So I always look at my balances for what I have. So I have $25 and I kind of give or take. I'm like, okay, well, I need $150. So, but you know what? It's going to be $175. That's not bad. So we're going to add $150, okay? 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 50. All right. So now we have $175. What's today's date? Today is, I think it's the 8th. I am going to just, I don't remember what day I went. I went to Big Y and I had $25 left. Today is, I think, the 9th. And we are going to add 150, which is going to equal 175 for balance. It's really good for you to keep track of everything the best that you can so you don't get in those situations. All right, so for household, I have 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37. I am not going to do anything with I'm going to rate balance. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave the 37. I do need a couple of things, but I do have a lot. I already have a lot of household stuff, so we're just going to leave it. I'm not going to add any money. So then I would be like this would be for groceries, then household, I would say 0. The next one we have is eating out. I barely eat out. Like I said, the past couple weeks I've been really busy with kids being sick, with the Planner Boss collective sale. I haven't been eating out. I haven't been doing anything. So here we have $30. Let's just leave the $30. That's what's left. I don't eat out a lot. I'm not going to add any more money to this. You know, so far I'm doing really well. What I really want to focus on is when I go to the grocery store, I have $175 that I need to work with. Now I can pull money from the other envelopes, but if I meal plan and go through everything, we'll see. The next one is gas. So gas, I do need to use this. So I need to put gas. So pretty much it's going to be 0 because I need to fill up my tank. So in order to fill up my tank, it's going to cost me $40, okay? Because I just did this and it was $40 to fill it up. So I'm gonna add $30 just as a like leeway. This will be like to fill it, plus the 10 would be extra. We're gonna go ahead and leave that. I'll do this after I'm done packaging orders and I'll fill the gas tank. The next thing is beauty. $50 for beauty. It's like $35 and change plus my tip, and that's what I give her. Oh, I do need to get my nails done. I need my nails and my toes. We're gonna go ahead and do 100. BJ's I'm gonna add money to BJ's, and for miscellaneous I have 100 in my on-the-go wallet. So let's just do 20, 40, 60, 81. We're gonna put $110 for nails and toes, whatever's left. We're just gonna go ahead and leave it. We'll leave it there. And BJ's, I do wanna add about $20. BJ's is where I like to get my K-cups. So you can get 72 K-cups and it's like $30. So, I'm sorry, close to 40, but I always like to have it like, $100 in here. Okay, so I'm not gonna go on and do ones. What I am gonna do is put all of this in here, but I wanted to this is how fast it takes me to do my cash envelopes. Now what I wanna show you is, I'm just gonna slide this over here and show you this. So when I'm doing my cash envelopes, the question that you want to ask yourself is how much money you need to add for your envelopes so you don't go over, and so you don't use your debit card and swipe or use a credit card. That is your objective to figure this out. And so that's why I talk about the highlighter method and using the highlighter method, and all of those reasons. Please check the blog post on the highlighter method. I want to keep this video short and sweet. Once you figure out how much you need to add to your envelopes right here, anything can be adjusted. So if you're just starting and maybe you don't have enough, well, you know what? You work at it. Next week, you say, okay, well, you know what? 175 was not good enough. We need to make sure we have, at least 2 to 250, whatever the situation is. You are going to figure it out as you go along, okay? Are you the type of person for household, toilet paper, dish detergent, all of that stuff? I like to put it under household. I love having like at least $100 in here. I like getting bulk. I like to get rack up at Walmart or Target. Eating out. Do you eat out a lot? I typically don't eat out a lot during the week. I sometimes will grab something. I recently just had a couple gift cards, and I was so happy because that's what I had for lunch one day this week. But I don't normally just eat out. But on the weekends, if my daughter comes and helps or you're super busy, I do like to enjoy and get some stuff fun and eat out once in a while. So yes, once in a while. And then of course, this is going to be for gas, and then this is going to be for my nails. So I'm really just doing the bare minimum. I don't really overspend. And then that's where you use your sinking funds for your online spending, for your Amazon and those things, because I add money to those and I set money aside all over the place. It just makes it fun. It's challenging, and I feel good. I feel confident. I'm like, this was the best thing that ever have happened to me. Like, I wouldn't be here if I didn't have to make those changes. So I want you guys to know that like anything is possible, and you can get through it with small baby steps and making these changes. Okay. All right. I know I can sound like a preacher, and I am so sorry. So originally the first video again was for the holiday binder. So ask yourself these questions that I'm telling you, about the holiday binder, about your cash envelopes, about your sinking funds. Get into your system and start. All right. So, okay. So for today's video, it was just a very quick video. Hopefully it's a quick video. Please leave a message below. Please say hello. Please subscribe. Every week I'm going to be trying, I do one video per week, but I'm trying to do more. So we could basically answer people's questions with a little bit more of longer form content instead of just by the reels. So, all right, guys, I hope you have an amazing day. Happy Mother's Day to all of you guys. Bye.